Hey, what is up, guys? This is Gary from Killer Off-Road Hobbies, and today we're taking a look at the Losi Rock Rey 1/10 scale four-wheel drive rock racer that comes with a 2800 six-pole brushless motor and a 130 amp Dynamite ESC. Over here is your Spectrum transmitter with the AVS. No bells and whistles though. You got your owner's manual and four double A's. Sweet! Now this thing is 100% waterproof and should be pretty powerful. It's got the nice light bar, the little driver and passenger. You know, it's a pretty solid looking truck. Underneath you got your 3.5 millimeter aluminum chassis and that nice solid rear axle.
He sets, he sets, and he sets again. Curveball! Right, guys? Who saw me getting this thing? I didn't even see it. Okay, so, like we showed in the beginning and kind of the overlook, you know, it's got the light bar, it's got the 2800 kV 6-pole brushless motor, 130 amp ESC. It's all waterproof. And it should be pretty decent. The only thing I'm going to say that I dislike about this thing so far is the battery tray. I'm not what you would say a huge fan of it because it doesn't really give you much options. You know, you just kind of stuck with the Losi plug with how it's designed. But the battery tray looks decently spacious, and you know, it can run 2 or 3S, so we'll have to see how that works out. Now, I mean, the reason I ended up picking this thing up is because since it came out, I have looked at the Baja Rey, right? And I just never pulled the trigger on it. This thing is the Baja Rey, but my style. I didn't want to be limited to like what the Baja Rey could do, you know, kind of figuratively speaking. So when I saw this thing, I was really intrigued, and I kind of, you know, danced back and forth about it. And, you know, this just happened to be one of the things I got to replace the X Max. From the videos I've seen on it, and, you know, what people have said about it and everything, I think I will probably like this truck. I mean, it's the type of vehicle that's well, you know, diversified. You can take it on nice trail runs, which is something I'm probably going to be doing a lot this summer, is doing some trail runs. And you know, I am going to be going to Axial Fest. I got my rate that I need to, you know, get all ready for it. But this thing, you know, would be fun to take out with the family. And from videos, it looks like it can take a good bashing. And I have seen firsthand the Baja Rey take a decent bashing. Like I said, the only real negative thing I can say about this truck, or there's two things. One is the battery tray thing. I don't foresee it being a problem. I have a ton of batteries. I ordered a connector to so that I can run my other batteries with this truck, because I only have one battery that has an interchangeable connector, and you know, so I can run Losi. So the plug thing is kind of an issue because it limits you. And another thing is the workability on this truck. I know you can just like pull, what is it? Oh, it was probably like 6, 8, 10 screws, I don't know, on the bottom of this thing to pull the whole cage assembly off or whatever, to get into the guts of this thing. But I do know that it has this inspection plate thing right here. I think you can drop the motor out with that. I'm not 100% sure on that, so don't quote me. I will, you know, investigate further. I just got this truck in last night and got home from work, and opened it up and was pleasantly surprised by how it looks. It looks like it's going to be a nice, solid little truck. I like the design. I do like the solid axle rear and the independent front. It makes it a lot more agile, over bumps and whoops, and it. I think that makes it better for jumping because solid axle fronts tend to like slam pretty hard. Now, I did. I don't know. I wrestled back and forth between this and a different RC, but I don't want to give the next RC away just yet. So, yeah, I know I said I was getting 2 8th scale monster trucks, and I was. I ended up canceling. The Outcast because it was on back order anyways. And I just kind of bought this off a whim. I mean, I've had a Creighton, I have an MT410, and I know that even though the Outcast is an amazing RC, it's a great RC. I haven't personally driven one, but judging by the Creighton, it's gonna be awesome. It's a awesome RC. But I do have a far superior stunt truck, if you want to say, in the MT410. There's just nothing that can stand up to that for bashing trick purposes. It's just the MT410 is going to be the best you can get at that genre of bashing. So having the best already and downgrading, like some people said to me, my buddy Martin told me that. Several people on in the comment sections when I was talking about getting the Outcast told me, you got an MT410. Why would you buy almost the same thing, but just a little lower, in grade standings or whatever? So I took that to heart. I thought about it, and I decided to just branch off and just get something wild, unexpected. So I went ahead and got this. And from the look of it, I mean, the suspension feels really nice. The tires, while being really soft, they feel really good. This is set up to be a rock racer, so the tires are going to balloon with all that 6-pole power that it's got on 3S. It will have power for sure. I mean, those 6-pole motors are nothing to snuff at. And I mean, I do like the look, the setup of this. Like I said, right out of the box, the only 2 complaints is the battery tray, and it looks like it's probably going to be slightly difficult to work on. But let's go over what you get with this thing. I'm not sure what these metal things are. I'll have to investigate that further. But you do get a bind plug. You get your owner's manual. I'm guessing this plastic piece is a piece that clips to the front of the light bar here to protect the lights. And it does come with your 4 AA batteries. So that's cool. It does have the Spectrum DX2E. Why they gave you the lower grade one with that's all plastic with no red highlights and stuff, I'm not sure. They should have just done the upgraded version of this, I believe, with a nice soft rubber grip and everything. But it's just your standard, Losi transmitter for the most part. You get your steering trim, your throttle trim. There is a bind button here. You got your reverse switches on the top. And this does have the AVC, the active vehicle control. So if you choose to use that, this knob here is what turns it up and down. I don't use that stuff ever, so I've already, before even putting batteries in this or anything, I have already turned it all the way down because I just don't use that stuff. I like driving it and controlling it myself. Well, hopefully this was a curveball for you guys and not a disappointment. I will be, taking this out relatively soon. Should be within the next couple days, maybe even tomorrow, depending on what the weather's like today. It has still been raining here, so you know. But this thing is 100% waterproof, and it wouldn't bother it to go through mud and water anyways. I'm not a huge fan of like trying to clean it up afterwards. So that's why I try to stay away from water and mud. But this is Gary from Killer Off-Road Hobbies. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, go ahead and give it the thumbs down. Hit that bell if you want to be notified to any of my newest uploads. And if you're new here, please subscribe. We got a lot more coming from Killer Off-Road Hobbies. I'll have another unboxing video of the other surprise I've got sitting in my garage right now. And if you guys don't like this, hopefully you will like that. So once again, Gary from Killer Off-Road Hobbies saying get out there, get an RC, have fun, and we'll see you right here next time on Killer Off-Road Hobbies. Peace.